Hey guys, I'm your host Rajkumar. Today I'm going to discuss one of the problem that I encountered multiple times during the interview. So the interviewer asked me to write the logic for ATM cash withdrawal system. Okay, the problem statement is like the banks have the ATMs that allows the customer to withdraw the money, but it should follow some conditions, like the user should have sufficient balance. Okay, the ATM has enough cash to dispense. Okay, and also the withdrawal amount should be multiplies of 100, and we should have to log every transaction. Okay, so sometimes like interviewer initially ask like what conditions you should follow to create a ATM cash withdrawal system. So the basic condition uh, that we must have to follow to create a ATM cash withdrawal system. Okay, you must have to tell these conditions first. Okay, then after that you can go for writing the code. uh, okay, uh, let me create now one Java project. I'm giving the name as suppose ATM system. Okay, let me create one package here. Suppose I'm giving the name as concept ATM.system. Okay, here I am going to create one class. I'm giving the name as account. Okay, so this class will be responsible to hold the information about the user account. Okay, like balance and all of the user. After that, I'm going to create another one class um, like ATM. I'm giving the name as ATM. So here I'm going to store the information about the ATM, like ATM balance and log history also we can set here. Okay, and after that I will create another one class as ATM system, let's suppose. Okay, so here we will write the main method. Okay, now let's suppose uh, declare one variable as okay private double balance source. Okay, balance. Okay, so the balance uh, could be a double value, like after point also we can have values, so that's why I'm not declaring it as integer type. Okay, let me create the constructor here, and also I'm making this as private so that it cannot be accessed directly from outside of this class. Okay, account, suppose let me put the parameter balance. Okay, so this dot balance equal to count balance. Okay, after that for ATM let me declare the variable suppose ATM balance. Okay, and let me create the constructor here, click ATM. Suppose I'm giving the name of the parameter as double initial ATM balance. Okay, this dot ATM balance will do initial ATM balance. Okay, now here I'm writing the main method. Let me uh, create let me create the object of account and ATM. Okay, suppose I'm giving the initial value as 10,000 to the user account. this value I'm passing 10,000 amount of rupees. And then for ATM class, I'm giving the name as like ATM machine, whatever, new ATM. In the argument, suppose I'm passing 20,000. So this will be the amount that is present in the ATM, and this will be the amount for the which is present in the user account. Okay. After that, we have to take the user input. So for that, let me write scanner class. Okay, and giving the statement here. Uh, the amount withdrawal. Okay. Okay, and then we have to write double amount equal to scanner dot next double. Correct. After that, like you can write like the remaining balance the user account is rupees. No, I can do one thing. I can create one method. Okay, I can return the balance from ATM. Sorry, I can return the balance from account. So let me create one one method here. Okay, so user account dot suppose get balance. Okay, this method will be responsible to uh, return the balance from this account. Okay, let me create this method here. So it will be like double. So the amount will be in double. That's why it will be double. And here we will return the balance. Okay, and like the remaining balance in the ATM is rupees. Here also we will create another one method. We are basically calling that method. Okay, we're calling that method ATM machine that get ATM, right? ATM balance, and we will also create this method here in ATM. It will also be type double, and we are returning ATM balance here. Okay, and before that we have to write the logic. Okay. How like we have to write the logic for withdrawing the cash amount, correct? So we will write the logic here in ATM machine. Like, let's suppose I'm giving the name of the method as withdraw cash. Okay. And here the argument will be user account and amount. Okay, based on the user account. Okay, based on the user account, the amount will be credited, correct? And we will create this method here. Okay, and what happened to this here? Okay. And one more thing is we have to close the scanner also. We can do it now only. Scanner close. Okay, and okay, now here I can write the logic for withdrawing amount from the ATM. Okay, so before that we have some conditions like amount should be multiplies of 100. ATM should have enough cash. Okay, okay. So if what we can write if amount, okay, this one amount percent 100 is not equal to 0. Okay, what it will be? You can write like the requested, okay, the requested amount should be multiplies of 100. Okay, and also they are saying like we have to log every transaction. Okay, so for that let me create one log method also. Let me create this method, but here we can make it private. Okay, already it's private. Okay, and let me rename it as transaction. Okay, and we can store the logs in a list. Okay, for that we can create one list here, private list, type will be like string, and let me rename it as transaction log. Okay, and let me import list, then array list. Okay, so here what I can do, one thing. We can here, okay, in transaction logs only I can insert, correct? System. Okay, one more thing I can done, like I can create another one method here to show the individual log. Okay, for that I can use the for each loop here. Transaction logs here, and print log, correct? And we are returning the ATM balance also. So let me put this thing here. Okay. Okay, in the transaction log I can write like failed withdrawal ATM uh, because it is uh, invalid amount, right? So invalid amount. Okay, you can write like invalid amount rupees this one amount. After that, we would have another one condition like if amount is greater than what if amount is greater than ATM balance, what would happen? It will the like what like we can write like insufficient found, right? Insufficient found we can write here. Okay, and in the log transaction, we can write failed withdrawal, and we can write the reason as insufficient found in the ATM for rupees okay. After that, um, there could be also one like we can write now the main logic here. So here how we can write, we can use user account. First of all, we have to check in the user account the balance is there or not, the sufficient balance is there or not in the user account. So for that I am going to create one method. Okay, and I will pass here like amount. Let me create this method in the account. Okay, so here what I will do, I will write the conditions here. Okay, so the condition would be like um, if amount is less than balance. Okay, then what I can do, I can return true, correct? I can return true directly, and let me put this here. If amount is less than uh, balance, then it will return true. Okay, otherwise it will be false, correct? Okay, now here what I can write one thing. If ATM balance, okay, or there I think there should not be like I can directly write here. And one more thing, if amount is less than balance, okay, then balance would be balance minus amount, correct? It's correct now. Okay, and here I can write like ATM balance would also be changed. Okay, so ATM balance equal to ATM balance minus amount, correct? Okay, and we can also log the transaction here. I think it's done. Let me check now. Suppose I'm giving the amount as suppose 112. The requested amount should be multiplies of 100, but still the amount is deducted. Okay. Okay. So for that, what I have to do, I have to print the return statement here. Okay. And here also I can put the return statement. Okay. Okay. Let me run once again. 112. The requested amount should be multiplies of 100, and the amount is not deducted as well. Okay. Let me consider another one scenario. Uh, Suppose 5,000. Okay. So the remaining balance in the user account is 5,000, and the remaining balance in the ATM is 15,000, which is correct. Okay. And if I think about this condition, like 21,000 insufficient fund in the ATM, the remaining balance in the user account is 10,000, and the remaining balance in the ATM is 20,000, which is correct. So this is how you can write a code in the interview. Okay. So thank you guys. Thanks for your time, and subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Okay. Thank you.